Scott wants to sell the Judd Smith house, and now he decided to keep it? Did he make the right choice? Let's talk about it now on AfterBuzz TV.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yes! Hello, everyone! Thank you so much for joining us for episode 7 of Flip It Like Disick. This is the AfterBuzz TV after show, and this episode is entitled Thank You Next. I'm your host, Maggie Clark, and I'm joined by two gorgeous, talented co-hosts today. We have Missy Vernier. She is the Kardashian superfan, and Rivette Soro, who is our reality TV expert. Hi, ladies.
Yeah. Hi.
Hey. Hi. Oh my gosh, thanks so much for being here. We've got some girl power in the studio. Well, guys, today we're going to be covering this entire episode. We're going to be talking about Khloe. Khloe is our special guest on the show on this episode, and we're going to be talking about the Judd Smith house, of course, the Wahlberg house, some of those potential homes, and we've got some very special news and gossip for you later, as well as our special segment. So make sure you hang tight. Also, join us in the chat. We have our chat going live. If you have any comments, if you want to add to our show, please don't be quiet. We would love to hear from you. So, ladies, what do you think about this episode? What are your overall thoughts?
Honestly, it felt like an emotional roller coaster. Like, I didn't know that I'd be so emotionally attached to a house that's not even done being built yet. And I felt like I was sort of with Scott, where I'm like, I don't know if he should sell it, if he should keep it. It was nice to see Khloe. That was fun. But yeah, most of my emotions were attached to the Judd Smith house. I didn't know what to think about it.
Scott is a whole mess, and he was lacking like so much energy. I just felt like he was like kind of like sad throughout the whole episode.
Yeah, I kind of agree with both of you. I did go through this transition of personally feeling like, should he sell it, should he not? But I felt like he really wasn't himself. We didn't see the Lord really taking charge and having that big, fun personality in this episode.
Yeah, he was like kind of down. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
It's like when you're going through problems with your significant other and you don't know whether you should break up or just work on the relationship. That's what it felt like.
Ooh, that's a good...
like a toxic relationship.
Yeah, that's a good way to compare it. Yeah. I love that. Well, let's talk about the Wahlberg house first before we jump into Judd Smith, because we have a lot to talk about when it comes to that house. But the Wahlberg house, I mean, I am really excited that Scott is an investor in this property, and he wanted to demo this famous grotto. So did you guys ever watch Entourage?
Maybe like one or two episodes, but I wasn't like a first sure fan.
Okay, so I loved Entourage. I was super into it. It actually was one of my first jobs once I moved to LA, being an extra on that show.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I was an extra in a couple of episodes, not in any of the grotto episodes, but I just have such a warm place in my heart for that show, and I know many people are fans of it. And this grotto is iconic. It definitely is the second most famous grotto after the Playboy Mansion. I mean, it really is the Hollywood dream. It's like, you know, you want to make a ton of money, you want to make it in Hollywood, and then you want to party with a bunch of hot people at this mansion, at this pool party. So, of course, I did not want him to demo it. What did you guys think?
First of all, I would love for Scott to pronounce grotto the right way. I mean, we all kept looking at each other. He kept saying grotto.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And like, you think it was an accident like the first time, the second time, but then it's like 17 times that he said it, and it's like, what? Like,
no one was correcting him too.
Right.
And it's just like,
I know.
if someone was pronouncing a word wrong, you would want to let them know like it's pronounced this way.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody's going to be like, well, you know what? I feel like Lindsay would have corrected him, because Lindsay's kind of, she doesn't shy away from that kind of thing, but nobody was like, actually, it's called a grotto, not a grotto. Like, what is he thinking?
I mean, tomato. But regardless, I love the grotto. I don't know why he wanted to get rid of it. It's such like a staple piece, and the fact that I know a lot of people love Entourage. I personally have never watched it, but it's like so iconic. Like, I don't understand why it was even a conversation of like taking it down and building a new pool. I think it's so cool, and I think I love that they kept it.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Rivette, because it's like very unique, but also like to move that pool and the demo for that, if they wanted to change it at all, it would have been so much money. Like what they said, like $2 million.
$2 million.
So it's
ridiculous.
not even worth it. And I feel like Elon really kind of like takes the reins on like projects because Scott is definitely new with like flipping houses. So Elon's just trying to save money. Yes, he has investors on this house, but he's like, okay, we're not gonna do this. That doesn't make sense. We're keeping it. We're just gonna make it look better, which it's beautiful. So they made a good decision. But like, I feel like Elon kind of needs to like bring Scott, like pull him back in, like.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it was really Josh Altman's suggestion that made Scott change his mind.
Yeah.
It wasn't Elon. Elon, you know, was kind of arguing with him about it. And then Josh was the one who convinced him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, Scott didn't tell Elon that it was because of Josh. Probably, do you think that Josh and Elon don't get along?
I don't know if they know each other. Does Josh? I don't think they
know.
have that like whole relationship. We don't know if they like, even are friends.
Interesting.
I want to know now.
Yeah, I know. I want to know, is there some drama there? Because they're all in the real estate world. So I bet they know each other.
They could.
Yeah, they definitely could. But so they really polished up this grotto. I think it looks gorgeous. I love the aqua color of the water. I mean, it is incredible. I just wanted to dive right in. And I love that the Cars Land creator was the one who actually put the finishing touches on the stones.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you guys like the way it turned out?
Of course.
Yeah.
Super cute. I would never leave my house.
I know.
Stay there. I liked how they put the hot tub in the back, but like I like the little beach part.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is built for parties.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I can't imagine waking up and going to my backyard and being in a bad mood after seeing that. Like, it's just so nice. It
Right.
literally is like the American dream. Whether you want, like, whoa, I just lost my train of thought. That was cool. No, I was going to say whether you, like, that's your style or not. I know we're always talking about pools in this show, and
All the
Scott's always
time.
talking about, like, a rectangular pool
my
is
God.
like
Obsessed
so
with
modern.
pools.
I know.
Yeah, but no matter what kind of, style you have, whether you like it more modern or more classic, I think anyone would enjoy that grotto.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
I also want to know because honestly, this is really set up for parties. Like, it is just a party mansion in the hills. I want to know what celebrities you guys think would absolutely love to throw parties at this house.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's a good question.
I feel
is
like
a
it needs
good
to be like a
question.
young, fun, social, I don't know, like I can see a rapper. Like a
for
young
sure.
rapper.
I'm gonna say Drake because
for sure.
he has a
yes.
similar pool in his backyard. And I've been to a party there, and it was insane.
Oh my
So I could
gosh.
see Drake throwing a really cool party in that backyard.
Wait, did you
Totally.
see Drake?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
I dropped my phone in his pool that night, so it wasn't the
my
best night
gosh.
for me. But
You have
it's
the
still
best
fun.
party stories.
Oh, we all got to party together. If you're, whoever owns that house now, invite us because we're a good time.
Please invite us. We want to come over and go to that grotto.
Yes, we
we'll
are
bring
there.
our bikinis.
Who do you think would?
I don't know.
Party?
That's a really good question. I feel like definitely someone that's like a millennial.
Totally.
Definitely someone that doesn't care about that loves grottos. Because if you can't bring a Kardashian there, because I feel like I don't know if they would like it. So it's
Yeah.
hard to tell. But I don't know. That's a really maybe like Amy Schumer, but she's fun, but now she's a mom. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, my first thought was Leo DiCaprio. I
my
thought
heart.
because he used to throw like massive parties. I don't know if he does anymore, but when he was into like his, hooking up with every model in LA phase,
Yeah.
every model in the world, I should say. But now I'm thinking, and you guys have to help me out because I don't remember this guy's name. He is a famous YouTuber who got in big trouble for
Jake Paul, Logan
yeah.
Paul.
Logan Paul. Thank you. I knew that you guys would know. I feel like this is like a Logan Paul house.
But they wouldn't respect the pool. They would act crazy and like try
That's
to
the
like.
point.
Right, exactly. Like
Yeah.
bring back that entourage glory because that's what they
Yeah.
did. They went nuts in that pool.
You're so spot on for that, Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Definitely.
All right, Logan Paul, if you're out
Yeah.
there, we found your new home.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll meet you there.
Right. Well, we've got a special message for you tonight, guys. So take it away, Rivette.
Yes, we do. We wanted to thank you so much for tuning in. It has meant so much to all of us to be able to host, and when you tune in, we love it. If you're watching on YouTube, please, please, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below and subscribe. You can turn off the notifications if it's too much for you, but do subscribe. And if you're listening on iTunes, please give us 5 stars and comment below. We'll read your comments, we'll read your reviews, and no matter where you are, get involved in the conversation. We love when you're in the live chat, and really being a part of AfterBuzz has meant so much to all of us, and you guys make us the ESPN ESPN of TV Talk. So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much,
Yes.
guys. That was great, Rivette. Yes, we would not be here if it wasn't for all of you. So thank you for watching. So let's talk about the Jed Smith house, because that has been the thorn in all of our sides this whole season. I mean, this house will not go away.
Yeah.
It has been the theme of every single episode. So, of course, we see Scott. He wants to wash his hands of it. He wants to get rid of this house. It has bad energy. It's giving him a headache. He thinks that it's a money pit, just has problem after problem after problem. So then ultimately, as we know, he ends up deciding to keep it. So what do you guys think? Do you think that he made the right decision, and what would you have done?
Yes, I mean, Scott, I'm going back to the relationship analogy. It's classic, like, you know, a guy breaks up with his girlfriend. He wants to go date all the other pretty girls. And he realizes all the other girls are not as good as his girlfriend. So he goes back to her, which is exactly what happens. He leaves the Jed Smith house. He goes and tours all these other houses that he hates, and ultimately decides, I need the Jed Smith house. Like, that's my house. We're going to finish it. So
Honestly, like when he did tour the other houses, they had definitely good potential, but he was just picking apart them to pieces. Like, I don't like this, I don't like that. But at the end of the day, it's like I think Scott was just frustrated out of anything because like just nothing was going right. Everything's costing money. So it was like, you know, the money pit scenario. So I think he just needs to listen to his team because Benny knows what he's doing, Mickey knows what he's doing, but, you know, Scott is very kind of stubborn, so he kind of wants things his way. So I think that's why it was always another issue was, like, arising because he was thinking, like, it's a pool situation, the drainage, it was just, no.
And some of that was Scott's fault.
Yeah. So I think he was just more so frustrated. It's like, oh. But at the end of the day, like, he just wants to finish. Because I think he didn't want to sell it to that other guy. Because he would get the profit, not Scott.
Right.
So that's really what changed his mind.
I think that this is a good life lesson for Scott because it's really like showing us that when things get hard, you shouldn't just throw in the towel and give up.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in a position like Scott where so many other people's lives are affected. You know, Mickey put his heart and soul into this, you know, whole job. So did Willa. And, you know, Benny probably was going to get a cut of this sale, and then, you know, they all lost it. Cosette's probably the only one who would have benefited because she was, you know, going to sell it. But then what about all the other people working on this home? All of Willa's team, all of Mickey's team, these people thought that they had a solid job set up for probably more weeks. And Scott was just going to pull the rug out from under everybody. So that wasn't very considerate, and I'm so glad that he ended up coming back to it. At first I was like, oh no, get rid of this house. It's the worst. But when I thought about it more, I was like, no, he's too far into it. What did you guys think about the part when Mickey and Willa had to go sell the finishes?
Oh my gosh. Mickey's a hot mess too.
Oh my gosh.
That's why they're friends, though, Scott and Mickey, because they're both hot mess. But like, my thing is like, did they actually really sell the material? Because now that they're finishing the house, can they get it back? I don't know.
Well, this dude is running a business
Right.
that they sold it to, so I could see them going back to this guy and saying, "Hey, we want to buy it back," and he'd be like, "Okay, cool, like, give me $65,000." You know, because he wants to make a profit.
Yeah. Mickey and Willa, they needed to be on the same page. They need some sort of training. They didn't even know the numbers. Mickey's saying 39,000 and Willa hears 29 and she blames it on the accent, which was hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, as far as negotiating with those two, I don't think they're the best duo for that. It was cute though. It was cute seeing them, you know, go together and everything. I don't think they're going to be able to get their stuff back.
No,
Yeah.
but you know, they have so many resources. It's
Yeah.
okay. They can start over and maybe even get things that are better than before. Because
Yeah.
when you're looking at millions of dollars that they're putting into this project, I mean, $30,000 to $65,000 is chump change
Yeah.
for this project, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy to think about.
I know. Well, I'm excited to see the end result of this home.
Finally.
We have, of course, seen the end result online because, you know, we wanted
We
to
had
check it
to.
out. So, of course, you guys can check it out online, too, if you want. It does have beautiful photos online. But, you know, if you want to wait until the season finale and have the reveal be on TV, then do that as well. So we had a special guest on this episode. We had Khloe Kardashian. Oh, we love her so much.
Khloe.
There she is. Hi, Khloe, our girl. I mean, this is nice because it's her second time on the show. We all know that she has an amazing relationship with Scott. The two of them are brother sister. They've been best friends for years and years and years. What did you guys think of Khloe's appearance on this episode?
a little brief and confusing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I know they were talking about redoing her stairs / her pool, and then nothing really came from it. It was just like a conversation.
It was like a sidebar conversation. Like something, I don't know, like I feel like he was there for like other reasons, not just to talk about the Judd Smith house.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, the conversation was just awkward to me.
Yeah, it was. And again, we see Scott obsessed with another pool. I mean, it's like
oh my gosh,
him and these pools. I mean,
need a square pool.
Like, seriously.
And her pool wasn't even bad. It was just not a square pool.
Yeah, I mean, I would see a Kardashian in my mind with like the most epic infinity pool ever.
Yeah.
So, you know, her pool isn't the most updated.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a point there. If she just wants to throw money at her pool for, you know, no reason, then yeah. But I do agree with you guys. It felt like kind of too short of a segment. And then she said, oh, well, why don't you take care of the remodel for the pool? But he didn't agree to that.
Yeah.
And there was really no point other than her being on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I don't want to get involved with family, but like you're here and we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Also, can we just stop pool shaming altogether?
Yes,
I know.
Like, I have a circular pool and I just can't afford to go make it a square, okay?
Oh,
Scott.
You are not allowed to have a circular pool in Hollywood. How
I'm just
dare
gonna
you,
leave.
Yvette?
I'm going back to San
How
Diego
dare you.
and never coming back.
How dare you?
I'm so embarrassed.
You're being asked to leave the city of Los Angeles now.
It's just so funny now. Every time we see a circular pool, we're gonna be like, ew.
Seriously.
First of all, at least you have a pool. I have nothing.
I know.
You can come to my pool and we can swim together all the time.
No, I still think that we need to go to the Grotto House and
Yes.
party with
Logan Paul.
all the celebs. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about these potential homes that Scott visited. He checked out 3. I do love that Lindsay, you know, put this little bird on his shoulder and said, look, like you got to check out all the other girls and see if any of them are better looking than the Judd Smith house. And it was a really good tactic on her part to kind of convince him to bring back the Judd Smith. But yeah, let's see. We saw the Bel Air house, the Woodland Hills house, and Mediterranean villa in Beverly Hills.
I love the Bel Air house.
Yeah, which one did you like the best?
Bel Air for sure.
Okay.
It was so cute. Like I felt like there wasn't much to like renovate because like the windows are really pretty, even like the patio is really nice. And then I could see myself living there. I was like, this is so cute.
Yeah, I agree.
And the property value, I think that's what it was. I was like, wow.
That was the most expensive one. That one was almost $9 million.
Wow.
Oh, on a golf course too.
Yeah.
I liked the Woodland Hills house, but I wanted them to renovate it and make it more modern. But I like the layout of it. I like the location, and I like how the house looks from the outside, but with like a full remodel. But I like that one.
Yeah, I kind of liked the Woodland Hills house the best too, even though it was very old-fashioned and dated, but it was charming.
It felt like a home.
Yeah, it did feel like a home. I agree. My least favorite was definitely the Beverly Hills house.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you really have no privacy. I mean, people are literally looking down into your yard, down into your windows. It would just feel very invasive.
It's like a fishbowl.
Yeah, definitely a fishbowl.
And when you're spending millions on a home, on like your mortgage, you don't want that. Like, they can see right into your backyard. No privacy.
Yeah, and people are very private in that neighborhood.
Of course.
So I don't think that house would sell for very much money.
No, I think they should tear it down.
Definitely tear it down. Oh, no.
And like just have woods there or something.
Or build another grotto pool.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm all
Or
about the
build like
grotto.
a taller house because the house was too short for like, you know, the area. It was like a ranch kind of house. Yeah.
Right. Well, now we're going to hop into our special segment, guys. So for the special segment today, we're going to talk about which member of the Kardashian and Jenner clans would actually like the grotto or the grotto. So, Missy, why don't you start?
Okay. Where's...
Yeah, we've got our friends with us, by the way.
This is Kendall, right?
The grotto.
I think Kendall would love it because she likes like old-fashioned type stuff. She has like those old cars, and she's like different than all her sisters.
Yes.
So I think she would for sure like it. She could definitely have her model friends there.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That's what I picture. Lots of models hanging out under the waterfall, going down that cute slide.
All her basketball boyfriends for sure.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. I do agree with Kendall. Also, I think Khloe will just tear that grotto apart. I mean, she knows how to party. She has a good time. I can see her taking shots in the jacuzzi and going down the slide and just like slapping Kendall's ass. Like, you know, I think that's a good time, and I think Khloe's there for it.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can also see Khloe going down the slide with True. I feel like they would love that. And then like True splashing around. That'd be cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
Oh gosh, this is hard. You guys took my answers, but I'm gonna have to be different. Okay, let's go with Kanye. All right, this is an out of the box choice, I think. But I could see Kanye having all of his buddies over, hanging out. But I could also see Kanye and Kim's kids running around playing in the grotto pool. And then that property is so big and beautiful. I could also see Kanye's choir there and like
Sunday
singing.
service.
Yes, Sunday
my
service.
gosh.
Everyone's singing with the beautiful waterfall and the grotto in the background. I could just kind of picture that happening. So
Yes.
maybe Kanye.
You're onto something. I'm here for it.
All right. All right. So, guys, we have some really cool news and gossip for you today.
Fun.
Yeah. And so it's going to be led by Rivette. She is our gossip. Go ahead, Rivette. Take it away.
All the gossip, all the tea. So if you are not aware, Sophia Richie actually came out with a line with the brand called Misguided. So they had a launch party this past week in LA, and I somehow got into that party.
So jealous.
I know. Jealous.
It was very fun. Scott was not there, which was interesting because I kept looking around to see our guy, and he wasn't there. Kylie Jenner was there, and our guy Mickey was there with his girlfriend. We have a fun little GIF. Is it GIF or GIF?
I think it's either or.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So yeah, they
Oh my
posted.
gosh.
I know.
So is that
adorable.
his girlfriend or wife?
I don't really know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Either
but
way, she's gorgeous.
She is
super
absolutely
cute.
stunning. They
Yeah.
were there. I was sort of wondering, like, why isn't Scott there? But then, like, the next day, Sophia Richie posted this really beautiful picture of her and Scott. So
Stunning.
seems like there's no trouble in paradise. So all good
Wow.
on that front.
This photo is very sexually
It's
charged.
very.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
But she looks cute though.
She looks
I know.
so good. So was this party fun?
It was so fun. Like, it really was. And, you know, there's a lot of events around LA all the time, but this party was a lot of fun. I really don't know why Scott wasn't there.
Right.
Like, I mean, he is, you know, he's sober, right? So he's not drinking. So, you know, everybody was partying. I know Sophia and her friends were all drinking, so maybe he doesn't want to be in that
Yeah,
environment.
but that doesn't matter. I mean, if your significant other is launching a product line, you go and you be
Yeah.
supportive and
Yeah.
you're there regardless of whether or not you're drinking. Like, go get a sparkling water with a lime in it and put it in a
Right.
rocks glass. Like, no one needs to know. I mean, it's just, it's not, I would be really upset if I were her.
Maybe
Yeah.
he was looking at
Yeah.
houses.
Oh my God.
And as far as I know, he was in town. And there were so many influencers, so many celebrities
Wow.
there. So it's like, you know, everyone's there, but your significant others who you really want there. So I don't know.
That's bizarre.
Some good
Tea.
gossip for you guys. Oh,
Exclusive.
very exclusive. This has not been on any sort of online accounts at all. So there you go. Heard it here first from the source. Well, let's talk about what we think is going to happen next week.
Yes, so excited.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Ooh la la.
So suspenseful.
I know. All right, Missy, what do you think's going to happen next week?
Well, I'm excited to see Sophia Richie, so that should be fun and like actually being. I think she should have been on the show like throughout, like
I
the series.
agree.
I'm finally excited. Well, I'm just excited to see the finishing of Jed Smith. So the revealing of the house, and then just seeing like where they're gonna go next. Are they gonna continue doing shows together or what? So
I know. I'm so excited to see Sophia. It's interesting because in the preview, Scott says, "If you don't know, I have a girlfriend," but shouldn't that have been like episode 1, like
Yeah.
that
Right.
introduction? But no, I'm excited. Hopefully, we'll get like a little drama. I don't know.
Yeah.
See their dynamic of their relationship because all we see is cute Instagram pictures and vacations, and that's pretty much it. So I hope we get like a first glance into their
Yeah.
relationship.
I agree. And it's really interesting because we saw Courtney on the show, we saw his children on the show, but we didn't see Sophia up until next episode.
Yeah.
So it is kind of odd that he never even whispered her name throughout this whole season, up until now what we're seeing.
We want big finale ratings.
Yeah. Well, it also looks like Benny and Scott are going to have a throwdown. I think that that's going to end in peace. I mean, Benny just has an explosive personality, so I don't really think that's going to mean anything. But the Sophia and Scott thing I think is really interesting because they were talking about shopping for a home together.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as I know, they don't live together. I
don't
mean,
think so.
unless they do secretly and it's going to be revealed on the show. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Right?
I'm so excited.
I know. We're so excited. And we're hoping that all of you will join us here with us next Sunday for what we think is the season finale of Flip It Like Disick. So, well, we wrap it up. Could you guys share where we could find you on social media, Rivette?
Yeah, you can find me at Rivette Sorrell on all social media platforms.
You guys can follow me at all social media platforms at Missy Vernier.
And you guys can find me on Instagram at Maggie Clark on camera and on Twitter at Maggie on camera. And we're so grateful that you tuned in this week. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.